What's up, my sweethearts? Yup, back with another video. Lights is all the way up. My sweethearts, come to the front, my sweethearts, because I'm not playing with them. My sweethearts, we ready to do a case on Sam Nordquist. Okay? He was 24. This is why I want to have these parenting classes. And I don't want to hear oh, we already know how to be a parent, man. Parent my ass. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. This case I'm ready to do right now. The title say children were forced to torture Sam Nordquist. Prosecutors say children were forced to torture him. Y'all hear this? Children. I know what you're gonna say. Jennifer and the realist, how are we gonna know what any of our children doing when they not in our present? You don't know what you're raising? Y'all know you don't know what your children or what your child or children won't or will do? Y'all don't know that? Y'all don't know how to keep tabs on them? I know. Y'all call them grown. I know. And that's why I'm ready to walk this shit because they're not grown. They're not. You think they grown. They immature as fuck. They ain't grown. They ain't grown. They just went out here and messed with someone else's child. See that? Playing around being idiots. I hope y'all got your lighters all the way up for Sam Nordquist, my sweethearts. 7 people are now charged with first-degree murder in connection with the death of Mr. Nordquist, a transgender man whose killing has drawn national attention. And guess what? It got mine. It got my attention. Now we ready to see a bunch of parents running around acting like their kids wouldn't do it, didn't do it, wasn't around when they were. Let's go. This sweetheart right here, 24, traveled to New York to meet someone he had become acquainted with online. I'm tired of online. I don't fuck with online. I don't like it. It's scary, disturbing, and I ain't with it. I'm gonna give y'all the realest shit you ever heard. If they don't want you in your real town, they don't want you. If you gotta go out searching around online for a love, a friend, anything, your real life is bullshit. I don't care what you're saying. If you need to get online to meet someone in another state and you cannot meet these motherfuckers in your state, it's a problem. It's too many people out here. And y'all have to online. I'm gonna tell you again, if they don't want you in your real town, real city, they don't want you. You're not wantable. Stop getting out here throwing yourself out to these wolves. That's what it's called. This young man had been acquainted with someone online, but was later found dead in a field of South Rochester. He was in a field, put in a field. My sweethearts, it's sad, and this is why I'm trying to get the classes going because parents need to be aware, vigil, alert. It's too much. I'm tired. It's too much. I'm busy working, doing this, doing that. Like y'all don't got time. When you keep seeing all these deaths, you will make time to be a part of your child's life. I'm not saying make time be anybody's life, your child. Grown, over the age of grown, young babies, little babies, in the middle, old person. I don't give a fuck if it's your child. Prosecutors in Western New York on Wednesday provided disturbing new details about the killing of a 24-year-old transgender man. Sam Nordquist, who they said was sexually assaulted and tortured for several weeks earlier this year in a motel room in, it's a Canada, Iguaya, New York. Okay. In an 11-count indictment accusing 7 people of first-degree murder and a battery of other new charges, prosecutors said 2 children had been forced to participate in acts of torture that led to Mr. Nordquist's death. The same 7 people had previously been charged with only second-degree murder. The circumstances of the children's involvement were not clear from court records, and the children were not identified except by their ages 7 and 12. They made them children do it. To have two children have to participate in the beating of another human being is deeply disturbing. Kelly Wolford, an assistant district attorney, southeast of Rochester, said at a news conference on Wednesday, it has, I can speak for myself and everyone involved in this investigation, been one of the most troubling parts of this. It's heartbreaking, and that's what I keep saying. The killing of Mr. Nordquist, who prosecutors have said traveled from his home in Minnesota to the Finger Lakes to the Finger Lakes region of New York, where he was held captive and tortured, had prompted a national outcry over anti-transgender discrimination and violence. And some advocates for transgender people have demanded to know why the defendants in the case have not been charged with hate crimes. I don't know if this man, he's like a female, went out there to go meet another man. I don't know if the transgender didn't tell the person he went to meet he's transgender. I don't know what it's about, but all I know is it ended up terrible. And that's more than enough reason why I would not have been traveling to another state like that, transgender, the way they treating them, it's just distraught. It's distraught. People are ignorant to things they don't know about. Do you hear me? The new charges announced on Wednesday added first degree kidnapping, second degree conspiracy, and endangering the welfare of a child's counts to each of 7 defendants, acknowledging that many people will question why the 7, my sweethearts, defendants were not charged with a hate crime. Miss Wolford argued the case. Make no sense. Make no sense. Was bigger than a hate crime. A hate crime will make this charge about Sam's gender and about Sam's race, and it's so much bigger. Ms. Wolford said to limit this to a hate crime would be to put that as a hate crime would be an injustice to Sam, she said, because it was more than that. So it wasn't just about that. It was more than that. In New York State, a hate crime charge can supplement a charge of first-degree murder. Ms. Wolford noted that a first-degree murder charge constituted a rare circumstance. In New York State, Ms. Wolford said the possible penalties now include life in prison without parole. Good, as it should be. It specifically requires that we prove that all 7 defendants tortured Sam and that they did so because they enjoyed it. And that's why. That's true. Ms. Wolford said, adding that the offenses would have been eligible for the death penalty before it was abolished in 2004. So that's why the death penalty not out, my sweethearts. 2004, they took it away. I wish they wouldn't have. The 7 people charged are Precious Arzuga, 38, Jennifer, 30, Kyle, 33, Patrick, 30, Emily, 19, Thomas, 21, and Kimberly, 29. It's sad because all these people are way older than him, except for the 19-year-old and the 21. This is so sad. All them people is older than this boy, except for the 2. Yeah, this was planned. They wanted to do it. It was crazy. They got Miss Arzuga was charged with first-degree coercion for forcing the children to participate in torture, the mother, Prosecutors declined to elaborate on a relationship between the defendants and the children. This is sad. They probably was her children, and you got your kids to jump in to torture a man, a transgender. Miss Wolford added, "We're here to seek justice for those two children as well." This is sad. They bring children involved to put hurt on someone that's transgender. And that's straight a hate crime. That is. Mr. Nordquist was originally from the suburbs of St. Paul, Minnesota. Last September, prosecutors say he traveled, like I said, to New York to meet Miss Arzuga, who was living in room 20 women who was living in room 22 at a motel called Patty's Lodge in New York. The two had met online last year, according to investigators, and were in a romantic relationship. So that's a lady, and this is a transgender that went to go meet her. So I don't know if she was upset because of that or whatever, my sweethearts, because it don't make sense. A woman, then the man went to go meet her, which he was a transgender. I don't know if she knew he was a transgender. I don't know if she was, aware of this. And this is why the shit got out of hand, got angry, mad, let the emotions get the best of her, but it still do not add up to doing what you're doing. You just walk away. You say no. Maybe even fuss about it. This is not what I seen when I was talking to you. But to really put children involved in a murder, unacceptable. According to the indictment from, wait a minute, my sweethearts. So, my sweethearts, if anybody were looking for him, according to the indictment from roughly January the 1st to February 2nd, Mr. Norquist was kept in confinement, beaten, sexually assaulted, and denied proper nutrition, among numerous other depraved acts, my sweetheart. So these people got together and just did all this stuff. And he was meeting a friend, a lady, a female over there. And you telling me she was in this house or in this room with rapists, um, uh, abusive people, and all this that don't mind doing this to another human being. Are you serious? I just can't. I just can't. The torture, investigators said, eventually caused his death. Miss Wolford said that Mr. Nordquist's body was then removed from the motel, wrapped in plastic bags, and dumped on the side of the road in a field at a farm, my sweethearts, in nearby Yates County. And y'all telling me nobody supposed to go to fuck off on stuff like that. Y'all are taking people children, torturing them, sexually abusing them, then holding them for abuse, not feeding them, and wrapping them up. You motherfuckers are lit out here, and y'all are sorry. Y'all are not to be trusted. And the police discovered the man's body February the 12th. In my 20 years law enforcement career, this is one of the most horrific crimes I have ever investigated, Captain Kelly Swift of the New York State Police said. Are you serious, my sweethearts? And y'all think I supposed to run this shit the right way? Run it decent? Not run this like these trifling son of a bitches do to people, children? Y'all think I give a fuck about the age? I don't care about the age, the date, the time, where it happened, bitch asses. These nice people come out to meet you nasty, monstrous bitches. That's why I play with none of ya. Bitch, come on my page. I play with none of ya. I give you a short stick and beat your bitch ass with it. Try me. I'm not playing with none of ya. These people are dirty out here, from the children to the adults. Bitch, you better stay so far away from me, 12 feet from me, and when you speak, bitch, you better say hi with a smile. I'm not playing with them, my sweetheart, and that's on God. I know y'all might like Jennifer. I'm not joking with you. Look a fucking way. Look a fuck way at me and see what the hell go down. Bitch, we both going, and I'm telling you that on God himself. God himself. I'm bringing the energy to y'all. Y'all bring that energy to me. I'm bringing the direct energy straight to y'all. Let's go. It's fucking go time in this bitch, and it's sad. I ain't playing with none of ya. I'm telling you now, the day y'all heard Jennifer and the Riddler's gone or behind bars 12 feet under, you best to believe y'all better say this loudly. She went for her kids because she ain't gonna play with ya. Breathe, smell, sniff, breathe, breathe, breathe. Like how your mom like breathe and pop your head. Breathe, bitch. At my breathe. Even wave and say hi. I'ma ask you, bitch, what's the hi for? You can call me psycho. I'ma say I'm out of it. You can call me boy. Okay, okay, okay. Let your kids come to my house trying to be my kid friend, talking about some how you doing? How you doing, little bitch? What's up? Where your mama? Bring that bald head hoe on. Where your daddy? Cause I want to talk to him. That's right. I'm not playing with you. You don't smile in my kid face whole time. You want to take their place, backstabbers, killing, and all that. Man, what's up? What's up? Y'all got that much energy in y'all? Y'all got all this dirt in y'all that y'all got all this conniving, dirty shit in y'all that y'all gotta get off your chest. Bitch, get it off your chest with Jennifer and the Rose. Start and get it off your chest with me. Get it off your chest. 4 of the defendants were charged with first-degree aggravated sexual abuse, you dirty bitches. 6 were charged with concealment of a human corpse. The filing of the indictment in Ontario County Court caught attorneys for some of the defendants off guard. 2 of them said they learned of the indictment from news outlets. Several said they were reviewing the new charges and expected their clients to be arraigned next week. But Neil Gunther, a lawyer for Miss Asshole, her name Quano, said it is important to remember that the indictment is not a conviction. Well, this bitch need to be Miss Quano is presumed innocent. Bitch, none of them innocent. None of them innocent. And not to rush to judgment. Let me tell you something. Out of all them 7 that was there, I don't give a fuck where your parent, where your family at. Run my page. Run mine and say something. We bitch, run mine. Run mine and come off through here and talk about some your child didn't, you this bitch, get some balls. I hope you got big balls than a motherfucking cow outside because you gonna need them. Mr. Norquist was buried on Monday near his family's home in the suburbs of St. Paul, it said. Miss Wolford said his mother and siblings welcomed the charges and the prospect of justice, but were exhausted by the emotional toll of the ordeal. They've been through a lot in the last few weeks. They're glad there is further progress. That's sad. It's sad. Like I said, if the child if this child was just gonna be murdered, okay, nobody want to hear that either. But the torture, the sexual abuse, y'all had this person, this young man, in there for all them hours and did what y'all did to him. And y'all did that because he was transgender, trying to say that's what he want. Again, these transgender, these people. I mean, y'all, when you out here, my sweethearts, transgender, gay, it don't matter. A straight person, a man that look like a girl that's great meet a female. Y'all need to really, really be careful when y'all meeting these motherfuckers because they can act like they like y'all and all that, and oh, you this and you that, I like you, and you're this all online. But let me tell you something. It don't happen that way. When y'all go out and meet these motherfuckers, it don't happen that way. They show off for who the person they with. They show off for these friends, and shit turn a different way. Then when their friends gotta want to do something to you, you know they not going to do nothing to the friends. Why? Because that's their friends. They going to have their friends back knowing it's not right, knowing it's wrong, but the whole time they going to still do it because they going to act like it's okay just to say, oh, I was down with it. And that's why all y'all ready be down for going to fuck the jail, you dirty bitches. It's not right. Trans lives matter. Transgender, gay. I don't care what you are. You could be blue, purple, green, orange, gray. I don't give a fuck. Disabled. You matter. You're a human. You matter. I care. And I'm out here running this bitch like cardio. All y'all serious. LGBTQ, they matter. Okay? If this person was playing with somebody, life and not letting them know that he was a transgender, you don't still do shit like this, y'all. Even if you got in a fight with that person, that's fine. Send him back home there on his way. But you don't do no cruddy shit like this. And I'm tired of saying it. I'm tired of saying it. That's why I said these classes are coming. $5 a class. Hit the Cash App. Sure is. We gonna do parenting 101. And I want somebody to talk that shit, talking about some, oh, we know you don't, bitch, you don't know how to be nothing. If you know how to be a parent, you'd have been a better parent. If you know how to be a good parent, you'd have been a real top tier parent. And I won't be having to go through this, hearing all these babies and cases that's missing. So you're not top tier. Stop playing around with me. Don't ask me, oh, Jennifer Lorenz, are you top tier? Bitch, I'm not running a case about my child. Bitch, I'm not running no case about nothing happening to mine. Because guess what? I'm top tier. Fucking lights is all the way up. We're gonna talk about this. All these, it's so many what is it, videos I watch, cases I watch. You hear kids in the background. You see them in the videos. You see kids not dressed, grabbing on their parents, making noise all over the place, screaming. Little girls. I don't think that's acceptable. I don't think it's acceptable at all. And y'all can sit here and act like it is acceptable. It's not, bitch. Get your child. Get your child and sit that pissy ass child down. Get your child. Have something for your child to do. Where these bedtimes? Where these morning routines? Where the respect? Where the cooking hours? Where the bath hours? Where the playing and teaching hours? Bitch, y'all ain't doing none of that for your kids. You ain't doing none of it. Children just getting out here, getting in a whole bunch of bullshit, from grown-up kids to the babies. You telling me they had him in a hotel room and nobody heard this? A transgender man from Minnesota who was allegedly imprisoned in a small room of an upstate motel for a month. A month. Nobody heard nothing. Nobody heard anything. No, bitch, y'all heard something, and that's why I gets down different. I gets down different. I sure the fuck do get down different. Way different. I know. Y'all heard something. Y'all said, it ain't my business. It wasn't my business. I ain't shouldn't have said no. Bitch, and look what's going on now. Look what's happening now. A child, babies, grown-ups, and all sexually abused and tortured a young man, a transgender. Look what's going down now. And now in the whole community out there about to dug walk the fuck out y'all. So I guess they care. They do care. I don't know who case was worse. Shanquella Robinson with all her friends stomping all on her, taking her out, or this one here with 7 people accused in the kidnapping and 2 babies. I don't know which one is worse. My sweetheart, the torment inflicted by the 7 people accused in the kidnapping, described in an 11-count indictment filed in Ontario County, including hitting, kicking, punching, inserting an object into NORDQUIST and it's anus, my sweetheart. It's bad. Starvation, forced consumption of feces, urine and tobacco juice, pouring of bleach on him, and duct taping him. The indictment also alleges the forced participation of young children in the assault and torture, my sweethearts, the brutality and depravity of the crime allegedly inflicted on the black transgender man from January the 1st to February the 2nd had drawn national attention. And it said, sparked local demonstrations by LGBTQ rights advocates and raised the questions from activists and his family. How could such a terrible thing happen without anyone notifying authorities? That's what I said. I'm not talking about the people in the room. I'm talking about the next door people in the whole motel. Nobody knew this was going on. I don't believe that shit. All that type of torture and nobody know nothing. I don't believe it. The indictment came a day after Norquist was laid to rest in his native Minnesota. The 24-year-old set out from Oakdale, like I said, Minnesota, to Ontario County, New York. Like I said, New York, I can't believe y'all fuck like this. Straight up. I can't believe New York like this, but okay, they can play that shit they want to. Baltimore right next door. What the fuck is up? Lights is up. Straight up. I can't believe New York. In September to connect Ontario County, New York, in September to connect with a woman he met online. That's why I said women ain't shit. Them bitches the worst ones. Them bitches will set you up, act like the fuck they all goof good in your face, and have niggas and men, people all in the background. And that's why I get with one of you greasy ass bitches, straight up. Acting like y'all about that life the whole time when you one on one, bitch ain't about shit. About shit but a bag of nothing. Straight up fucking nothing. Acting like a dumbass bitch, bringing people in there with somebody from out of town. If you ain't want the person you met online, don't fuck with them. That's why I'm telling everybody, be careful who you meet online. Be careful where you go and meet these motherfuckers at, because everybody ain't right. Like I said, I ain't meeting a motherfucker online, bitch. If I can't meet you in reality, you a suck ass, pussy ass, whatever. I ain't meeting you because I don't trust you. I wish an online motherfucker would, as Jennifer from the Realtors, meet you in your state. Bitch, I won't never come back there. You will never be in your state again. You best to believe that shit. You best to believe that shit. It's sad. Y'all think motherfuckers traveling to y'all city and they green. Bitch, you dumb. I'm coming down there with the motherfucker hood mentality. What's up around y'all shit? She and three others, Kyle Sage, Patrick Goodwin, and Jennifer Quinjo, were charged with aggravated sexual abuse. Dirty ass bitches. In addition, Zuko was charged with coercing for allegedly forcing children 7 and 12, like I said, to take part in attacks on Nordquist. The seven were also charged with concealing Nordquist corpse, which they allegedly wrapped in plastic bags and dumped in a farmer's field. Like this was a nobody doing somebody child like this. This person loved too. I don't care what y'all thought this person looked like. Fuck wrong with y'all. The gruesome details will likely grow as investigators piece together what happened in room 22 of Patty's Lodge in the town of Hopewell, New York. Authorities said, I never want to come near Hopewell, New York. Fuck wrong with y'all. The indictment is just a portion of Norquist's ordeal. Ontario County Assistant District Attorney Kelly said at a news conference where she grew visibly upset as she discussed the charges. It's just what we know now. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. She mad. She mad. And as I would, that's why I said I lose my job. I would lose mine. That's why I can't even try to go ahead and be one of them people. I can't be attorney. I will backslap the shit. Like I said, I will touch y'all. I will put hands on y'all and I will be gone. The crimes are almost impossible to comprehend, she said. And I can't either. I can't comprehend um the things y'all did to this person and why y'all thought it was okay because the person was a transgender. So you think you could just do what you want to a person? No. If that transgender did catfish the girl, was that right? No. Do y'all do crime for crime? You don't understand what the fuck how far y'all went. Like I said, beating on a person like that's bad too. You know what I'm saying? But if that's all you like for them, like you in him, not no 7 people and kids, if you and him would have got into it, that's fine. Y'all can get into it. That's not killing. But all this other shit, torturing, keeping them in a hotel room for a whole month. Do you know what they great do to y'all bitches over that jail? Okay. I think I'm just talking to be talking. We'll never know the answer. Why? Because what human beings could do what happened to Sam, she said. We'll never make sense of this case. I'll make sense of this case for y'all. This was a guy that went to go visit a girl. I'm not slow, my sweetheart. I'm gonna keep this real as real can be. And if anybody listening to this, if a man visiting a girl unless the girl is gay that he's visiting, she should have been okay with the transgender part. You understand? But if this was a guy meeting a girl and the girl didn't know that this was a transgender, yes, the girl would be upset, angry, and make a scene. But to call people in, yep, that's what she did. Her friends in. Oh, come look at what this is. Look what came and visit me. Look what that's all that was. That don't make sense unless they all lived in that motel together, which don't make sense. They even might go out to do harm to people that's like this, hurting transgender people, fucking with transgender people, cause it don't make no sense to me. The transgender and this person was talking online, so you telling me you never knew? You never knew? That's why I say that online shit ain't right. I don't know if the transgender catfish this person or act like a guy. I don't know. But what I do know is this is a senseless, bad death. This shouldn't happen. I don't care who wasn't happy with what outcome of who looked like what. Y'all should have let that transgender let Sam. Wait a minute, my sweethearts. It's sad. Like I said, it is so sad. It is so sad. It's sad. Give me 1 minute, my sweethearts. I'm sorry. It is so sad. So again, my sweethearts, the 7 people charged are Zuega. I don't give a fuck if I'm saying the name wrong. 38. Her son, Thomas Eves, 21. What's that? Cujano, 30. Sage, 33. Goodwin, 30. Emily Mott, Monster Bitch, 19. And Kimberly, 29. All knew one another, some romantically. This is sad. Records show that Goodwin, oh man, Goodwin is the 33-year-old, my sweethearts, that Goodwin, a registered sex offender, was staying in a nearby room at Patty's at the time. That's a sex offender, a registered sex offender. Goodwin and Sage were both on parole from previous sexually related crimes. All 7 ended up in room 22 at Patty's Lodge, where Nordquist was allegedly held captive, tortured, and killed. They forced him to obey their commands, treating him like a dog, Wolford said. Oh, okay. Well, this is why, my sweethearts. I'm not shocked. He in there with sex offenders, people who's on probation, parole, and he's in there with all the criminals. This is more than that. They are dirty. They are killers. They are killers. This was, I mean, and this was because, like I said, transgender. He was transgender. Because if he would went there as a guy meeting her, all that items up the that wouldn't have been going on. That I mean, that's not a normal thing to think of. That's not. I know where that thought come from. That thought process came from because of what he is. And it's sad. Wolford said prosecutors elected to charge the 7 people with first degree. That's right. Oh, and not hate crimes against a black because that is the heaviest penalty available. No, they should. They should give them a hate crime and first degree murder. I don't care. No, this was more than that. If this was just a regular person, I'm not saying the killing wouldn't have went down, but all that Nah, if that was a guy that came to see a female, this wouldn't have went down like that. Maybe robbing and beating up, but nah. This is clearly a hate crime. It is. Walford said prosecutors elected to charge the 7 people, like I said, and not hate crimes against a black. But that's not right. They should, because that is the heaviest penalty. They should get the heaviest penalty in New York. They should. If found guilty, the 7 defendants could spend life in prison without parole. And that's what they should. That's why I say they should get the heaviest crime. A hate crime will make this charge about Sam's gender or about Sam's race, and it's so much bigger, Wolfer said. To limit us to a hate crime would be an injustice to Sam. Sam deserves to have his story told. And I'm gonna say this, but I know what y'all might be saying, but I don't give a fuck. If this person was a regular guy going to meet this girl, this probably wouldn't have took out like that. This was a transgender man going to visit a female. So, as once again, was she mad because he wasn't all man and he looked like a girl? Was she mad about that? And that's a lot of stuff that need to be on that table, and that's why a lot of stuff happened like this. And this is so unacceptable. I mean, bringing the kids in. I mean, these babies that's 7 and 12, they are victims. They are victims of being bullied into this because them kids don't know. These kids don't know. They probably look like, do what? Do what? And the parents was like, I told you to do it. I told you. This is what, bop. Whatever they said. I mean, this is crazy. They've been forced, and their lives are changed. Their lives are changed about what they saw and endured because they don't think this is okay. And they don't even know, should I do this to every transgender? Should I do this? I mean, mm, mm, mm. And I don't even believe the children belongs to any of them. They had someone children there doing that. To feel comfortable for someone child to jump bringing babies to do that when they could tell their parents. That's why I said someone should have been told. Something should have been told. This don't make no sense. My sweetheart, the motel is where they housing people in there. These low income motherfuckers. This is a housing location, she said. It looks like a motel, but these people do live there full time. So I know it's more people that know. And the mother and sister said the authorities could have done something. The family said they requested 2 wellness checks on NORDQUIST. I asked that. I said, with the family, with authorities. They also said that Norquist expressed that he was in danger to a local social service agency. Same how they did Kanika. Nobody did their job. Sam may be alive today if they would have done their jobs. Linda Nordquist, his mother, said through tears. This is sad. After asking New York authorities for help, Nordquist's mother went to her local police department on February 10th and filed a missing person report, which was forwarded to the Canadian police. 2 days later, the New York State Police put out a public notice about Nordquist's disappearance, and his remains were found. Mm, it's sad, my sweetheart. The families reached out, looked for their child, reached out. You hear me? And they didn't even do a wellness checkup on her child to see if her kid was okay when she ain't heard about her kid no more. This is so sad. Um, I can't imagine being tortured for a whole month, starving, sexual abused, and all that. My sweethearts, it's so sad. They giving him a candlelight vision. Um, It just said, my sweethearts, like I said again, that's why I tell y'all stay alert, stay blood, keep your grass cut, stay up, stay focused, vigilant. You know what I'm saying, my sweethearts? It said. So why y'all always think I say that? Because it is. So my sweethearts, please chime in with your girl Jennifer Amaryllis. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified. My sweethearts. Till next time, another case, another day, running that shit like cardio, my sweethearts. It's your motherfucking girl Jennifer Amaryllis, my sweethearts, and I'm out.